Welcome to Life Skills TTP. Today we're going to talk about fear by committee. And what that actually means for me in my journey throughout fear by committee is that when somebody says something negative about somebody and then somebody else says it and then it's backed up by somebody else and then it catches, you know, the old cliche. Then it catches. And then when it gets to the point to wherever it goes, it's not true. This concept for years has worked because nobody even investigates or even does any kind of research to substantiate a lot of these claims. So when I hear something about somebody or something or an individual, I just listen. And then after that, if I'm interested, if I've taken a personal interest and I want to know more about what this is, I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out as much stuff as I know because today, hey, we're in the age of technology. We're in the age of information. So it's not hard to actually get the right information and put it together with certain references and other things to make sure that what this individual is, because they capping any, look, they gonna slide over here. Look, I'm gonna find out. So then you find out that they have some kind of personal beef or some kind of vendetta or something weird that has nothing to do with anything in real life. I'm telling you, nothing. Because once you snap out all of that fantasy stuff, you'll realize. And anyway, I don't know why you're going around attacking people. And attacking people, we'll get to that. Over here, Mayday, Life Skills CTP, we got an AI problem. So look, and I don't want to have to keep addressing this, but you're gonna have to complain to the right people. Stand up sometimes, really, because all my life, if I feel like something's wrong with something, I'm gonna be up there front and center. I'm gonna say, no, it ain't right. Nope, I ain't with that. I'm not, it doesn't matter. Don't believe you. That's me. So I don't know what's up with y'all. Be honest with you, but that's just me. So fear by committee is just that. It's enough people to be convincing so you can take it and convince somebody else and then you say, hey, but nobody really checks none of this stuff out. Like I would have cast this whole stuff that's been going on, man. There's branches to it. There's stuff you gotta find. That's why it's still lurking and seeking out there. Real journalism, you got to turn over some stones. You gotta really look for some stuff. It ain't gonna be handed to you. And a lot of this stuff you ain't gonna be able to buy because when you buy it, that person's gonna be scripted and they just gonna give you, they gonna be safe and they just gonna give you exact, maybe just enough. And you go, oh, okay, but nothing. Fear by committee. And I use that's applicable to mental health is just a word. It doesn't define who you are and what you're about. And I'll say that again. Mental health is just a word. Does not define who you are and what you're about. I'm gonna have to go into deeper depth into that because people still don't get it. And it's two different worlds. Here, this is the latest in peer-to-peer shared experiences and that whole concept before you get to licensed therapists, before you decide you might need some other alternatives. That's all this is. So when people run away, I was like, no, we lit over here. Look, we gonna have the latest art and technology popping, and we're going to have positive messages, and we're going to keep the good energy. We're not going to be with none of that stuff. That's all it is. So if you're running away from that, then scram. You know, Life Skills TTP, Fear by Committee, and mental health is just a word.